Greetings from the beach hut. I'm here today to do my debrief on my shadow of the week. My shadow of the week, if you will remember, is the Pumpkin and Poppy Arabian Nights collection, which was a summer collection. That collection has 6 eyeshadows, 1 all-over face powder, 1 blush, and then 2 of the eyeshadows can be used on the lips, and so they're lip pigments. And so that's what I played with this week. I have several looks, and I will drop those in at some point. Let me tell you what I have done so far. I have applied my foundation. I'm using the Bare Minerals Bisque. I did apply that differently. I applied it by adding the Bisque to my moisturizer and putting it on as a tinted moisturizer. I also have Tarte's the eraser on my eyes. I have done my brows with the 100% pure in Cocoa Plum and Vanilla Sugar. That's pretty normal. And I have put on this Jane Iredale lip plumper in the color Milan, because I am going to be putting some pigments on my lips and wanted a little bit of color. Underneath that is the Fresh Sugar treatment, which has SPF 15. So I'm totally sun protected. To get going, Cave of Wonders. Cave of Wonders is the all-over face powder, and I can use it as an all-over face powder. However, because I'm fair, when I use a good bit of it, I can also use it as contour. So that's what I'm going to do. This is a Real Techniques brush. Swirl, swirl, swirl. There it is. It's not too much of a contour, but it's just a light contour. Now, to start with the eyes. I found that there were a couple of things you can play with that are really quite fun. And let me tell you what those are. There are 3 of them. One is the color tattoo in Pomegranate Punk. This would be fun to place under it. I swatched it on my hands, but I did not wear it. It's something I would play around with for the fall. The other was this color Celestial Crow. This is from Glamour-Doll eyes, and as you can see, it is a kind of crow color. It is a black, but it picks up all these other colors. This worked well foil. When I swatched it on my hand and put colors over it, the pigments were just amazing. You could get these really pretty colors. But the one I'm going to go with today is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bold Gold. I'm going to put this on the lid and in the contour area. The Pumpkin and Poppy Arabian Nights collection, this is by Veggie Beauty on YouTube, had a lot of purples and oranges, and it had that antique brush gold, and it had that jasmine, which was in that blue princess color. And I played with all of those this week, and you can see those in the pictures. One thing I found working with this collection is that I missed a really light color to put right in this area of the lid. I think my eyes are a little too deep set for that, or maybe it's because I'm older. I'm not really sure what it is, but I prefer to have some lightness in that area of the eye. So I pulled out a few things. Yesterday I played with the Laranime Opal color, and that was fantastically beautiful. I also have this sample of the Brooke Majestic Amethyst, and so I thought for today, even though I swatched it but I haven't tried it yet on the eye, I'm going to try for this in that inner corner. I'm going to start with 3 Wishes, which will be my transitional color, and that is that gold. It's like that Glamour-Doll Eyes Gold Digger that works best either in the crease or as a transitional color. Not as well for me on the lid, tends to get a bit heavy. Again, is it because I'm fair? Is it because I'm aging? Is it because my eyes are deep set? Whatever. It just works better in those locations than it does for me on the lid. I'm just going to place it. I'm going to blend it afterwards. I'm going to go ahead and grab this Brooke Mystic Amethyst. From there, I am going to work with Street Rat, which is this slightly darker purple color. And now I am going to go for Iago, which is this reddish orange color. Take my little Laranine kabuki brush, eye kabuki brush, and blend. For highlighter, I have this Fusion of Color Light Yellow Concealer, which I have mixed with the Bare Escentuals foundation in Fair. When I go to do work more on my concealer, I will get some lightness into this area. But we're ready now to move on to eyelining. I'm going to start by tightlining just the center part with this Tarte's Emphasize Inner Rim product. It's the one I always use. And I'm going to do just the center at the bottom. Since I'm already working on a pretty dramatic eye, I consider this dramatic, I'm going to do my Glamour-Doll eyes in Celestial Crow. I will foil it with the Foiled Again from Veggie Beauty, or Pumpkin and Poppy. Just have a little paper plate here, dropping a bit of that Foiled Again in it, and now I will take the pigments from this Celestial Crow and make a little paste. Soften that line with a bit with my fingers. I'm going to curl my eyelashes and be right back. And for mascara, I will apply my 100% Pure in Black Tea. Now I'm ready to do the finish up. I've mentioned a few times that I have a BRVO in my left eye, and I spend a lot of time at the eye doctors. I see the eye doctors, oh gosh, every other month, every month sometimes. So I spend a lot of time talking with my specialist. And so as I get ready to put this Iago on my lips, I'm very mindful of moving between lip and eye product. It's a no-no. It's a big no-no. So I have this paper plate here, and what I do before I use it either on my eyes or my lips is I put the product in the plate. I put just a few of the pigments there. So when you see me using my fingers to go back and forth, I'm not going into this tub because my eye doctor would just kill me. So I wanted to make that clear. So I've tapped it on my finger. Yes, Kristen, it's a bold lip and a bold eye, but I don't want Kristen to be uncomfortable. So I am going to take this Suresh lip gloss, which is in the color Lindsay, I believe. Yes, Lindsay. And it looks kind of dark in the tube. This is the one that has those golds, but you can see not terribly dark. And I'm going to apply that over that pigment. The last thing, always the hardest for me, I have to finish my concealing and cover my evil age spots. And so to do that, I have had a time of it with concealers this week. I pulled out the Balm Time Balm, which is a product I can't use during the winter, so I'm trying to use it up this summer, and I thought, oh, that's fantastic. It's much too dry in the winter, so I can't use it. So I used it. Turns out it melts. And so I kept having, no matter what mascara I used, I was having problems with wearing my mascara. So I pulled out this Laura Geller, the Real Deal concealer. This is another concealer I can't use in the winter because it wickedly dries me out. Both the Time Balm and Laura Geller's Real Deal are also products I don't want to be using because they contain either parabens or phenoxyethanol. And so they're not my ideal products, but I need to get through them. So this is part of my Project Concealer pan. So one thing I do like about this is that it really covers. Doesn't last as well as I'd like, but it covers. I do find I'm touching up during the day, but you know, it's ungodly hot and humid. So, and I'm at the beach and doing various things. So, you know, I have to kind of cut it some slack. So this has been actually working quite well. And if it didn't have parabens or phenoxyethanol, I can't quite remember which. I think it is a paraben product. I would consider using it in the summer. I'm using the Fusion of Color Yellow Corrector mixed with Bare Essentials Fair. I don't have to worry even so much about wrinkles right here. My wrinkles are right up close to the eye underneath it. That's where, if I'm going to have a lot of wrinkling in that under eye area, that's where it shows. So I don't take the powder everywhere. That would be kind of dangerous for me. I'm going to finish off with the blush that comes with this collection. This is the color Raja. A little bit of Raja goes a long way on me. I have been really tempted to try it in the eye area. I'm quite out of control today, aren't I? I'm just trying everything. I'm going to use my Bare Essentials Heavenly Face flat top and put ever so little product on it. I do not want a lot here. I don't want to use that brush to brush it out because it's going to come out too heavy that way. So I'll take some of this and blend it out that way. So that's it for my shadow of the week. This was Pumpkin and Poppy's Arabian Nights collection. I hope you've enjoyed the various looks that I've gotten from it. Let me show you the eyes. Happy Saturday. Make it a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching.